This laptop right here has done something that I've never seen before in a gaming laptop. This is the Aorus 15 and it's part of the new gaming lineup that Gigabyte has launched, and they're actually sponsoring this video for me to show you off exactly what makes this laptop so special. Because it's an admittedly beautiful and thin gaming notebook. It has an all-metal chassis coming in at just under an inch in total height, weighing just over 5 pounds, but packing in an i5-13500H and an RTX 4050, which both can be upgraded to a 13700H or an RTX 4070 if you want to get a higher end model. It also has 2 slots for DDR5 RAM, Wi-Fi 6E triple band 2x2 setup, Bluetooth 5.2, and Thunderbolt 4. And that spec sheet right there is robust enough to impress me with how much they're packaging into this sleek form factor. But I haven't even gotten to the best part yet. Under the hood, what you'll find is their new WindForce Infinity Instant Cooling. It has ultra-thin fan blades to provide more in-air take to make sure that you're getting better cooling. Gigabyte themselves says that you get 39% more cooling area with 20% thinner blades and a 23% thinner chassis. And I absolutely saw that in all of my time testing out this machine. It was able to run games at 1080p high, absolutely no sweat. In CSGO, we managed over 300 FPS. Cyberpunk was 98.5 FPS. Hitman 3 was 157.8. Returnal was 75.7, and COD Modern Warfare 2 comes in at 76.4. So this i5 RTX 4050 combo can essentially demolish whatever AAA game or even esports title you're gonna throw at it while staying cool, and honestly, producing a lot less noise than I thought it was going to. And even if those benchmark numbers aren't enough, the Aorus 15 is offered in higher end specs so you can get more FPS out of your machine if you so desire. But again, that's still not the most impressive part. It also features a 15.6-inch screen. The one that Gigabyte sent me has a 1080p 144Hz screen, so it's taking full advantage of that CSGO setup. Also with Hitman 3 running at a smooth 157 FPS, we got to take use of this 144Hz screen, but you can also get it in setups of up to 360Hz if you stay at 1080p, or if you upgrade to 1440p, you can get it in 165Hz variety with 100% of the DCI-P3 color space, making it so that it works for both gaming as well as productivity. But again, still not the best part. In this setup, you have a ton of I/O as well. That wasn't compromised here either. On the left side, you got a USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A port with an audio combo jack. On the right side, you have 2 more Type A ports, but those are 3.2 Gen 2, and then also a Type C that's the same speed. On the back side, you get Thunderbolt 4 in case you want to hook it up to an eGPU or a Thunderbolt dock, making sure that you can get more power out of this, because that 13500H is actually super robust, and adding in a higher end GPU that's displaying out at your desk setup is going to be no problem for you. But you also have HDMI 2.1, a mini DisplayPort 1.4, an Ethernet port, and the power in. You also have a 1080p webcam with mic, including Windows Hello. It has a smooth touchpad. It's got 3-zone RGB keyboard that I can perfectly type on and is very responsive. And the build quality on it is solid. It has the metal exterior. The heat sinks underneath are absolutely gorgeous. Easily upgradable as well. Again, you can upgrade the RAM or even the SSD down the line if you so choose. But now, let's talk about the best part on this Aorus 15, and that is I have never seen a gaming laptop with an RTX class graphics card and an actual gaming CPU on the inside hit this level of battery life. And part of that is thanks to a lot of the innovations that Gigabyte has made on the Aorus 15. So you have the new Mux switch technology, which allows you to switch between graphics card outputs to make sure you're optimizing either battery life or performance if you need it. It's a simple setup in the Gigabyte Control Center to make sure that you're running off of what you need to. And because of the fact that Gigabyte is choosing to ship an i5 with a 4050, which some would consider a mid-tier setup, in one of their higher end chassis, they fit a 99 watt-hour battery in here, which is as big as you can get before you start running into flight restrictions here in the United States. So you have the largest battery capacity that you could possibly have. You have the new 13th gen Intel processor, which has P cores and E cores to make sure you're staying efficient. Then you also have that Mux switch, making sure that you're not consuming graphics power when you don't need to be. And I got 6 hours and 25 minutes in my normal battery life setup. Now that's not gaming because of how Windows handles gaming while on battery, but that includes productivity tasks, that includes web surfing, YouTube watching, just generally using the laptop. I've standardized this across the many years that I've been running a YouTube channel, and I personally expected 2 to 3 hours out of this laptop, because that's just typically how much gaming laptops have been able to deliver to me when I'm running my benchmark sweep. But this one over doubled what my best expectation was for it. If you lowered the display brightness a little bit, you used it for maybe even a little bit less intense task, I could see this laptop lasting you literally all day. But make sure you're still plugging in for gaming, because I'm sure the battery would still drain quite quickly with the 4050 and the i5-13500H. But then also the price point makes this thing really compelling. Getting that level of gaming performance, 1080p high, not even breaking a sweat to hit 60 FPS average in the latest games that have come out, the battery life that you're getting offered, the high refresh rate screen, the beautiful setup, the nice chassis, all of that combines to make a really affordable, powerful, and long-lasting gaming laptop, which I think is the best of all worlds. And then if you need more power, you can upgrade the RAM, or you can use a Thunderbolt 4 dock to get an eGPU to potentially even squeeze a little bit more out of it. So check out the Aorus 15 at the link in the video description. Big thanks to Gigabyte for sponsoring today's video, and we'll be back with another one here on U of T Tech, friends.